Think in your reflection about a daybreak and a twilight, about calm after the storm and a rainbow after rain, about the cold moon and the hot sun, about the stars in the sky, and about Him who is waiting for you. Think about those who gave everything they had, to you and to you. Think about Pindstrup. During the 1920s, a small Polish colony emerged in the Pindstrup area. It consisted of about 70 Poles who had taken up permanent residence in the area, most of them working at Pindstrup Moselboom. On the 1st of May 1929, the Union of Poles in Denmark Pindstrup area was created. By 1938 it consisted of 41 members and was incorporated into the main association, the Union of Poles in Denmark. As a local association, it ventured to build a Catholic church in Pindstrup. About 6,000 to 8,000 crowns was collected and borrowed, and Director Johannes Flacour of Pindstrup Moselboom provided timber and materials for building. In their spare time, the Poles built a small wooden church in Ringsø, near Pindstrup. The church measured 7 by 11 meters with 50 seats. The inventory came from various sources. The altar was given by the convent of St. Joseph's Sisters in Frederiksberg. The kneeler came from Stenselgade. The benches were sponsored by the Bishop of Brems, and the pipe organ was donated by a parishioner from Aarhus. By the spring of 1930, the inconspicuous wooden St. Michael's Chapel was already finished. It was blessed in the same year on the second day of Easter, the 21st of April, during High Mass with First Communion. Many guests from near and far attended the celebration. The location chosen for the church was very convenient for its parishioners. About 200 Poles lived no more than 20 kilometers away from the church, and therefore it was easy for them to get there. As was the case in connection with the larger workplaces elsewhere in the country, quite a few Poles lived in the vicinity of the chapel in small houses. Initially, Mass was held on every fourth Sunday of the month, whereas evening prayers and lessons were held every Friday. Huge amounts of optimism and hopes were connected with this project. A year after the blessing, Father Koch from Aarhus was predicting that before long there would be a presbytery, as well as a school. A great effort was made to gather a solid congregation. The following year a mission week was held, and Corpus Christi was celebrated with a procession, which went a long way between fields and houses in the Pindstrup area. Since 1934, Masses were held twice a month. The Polish Union was growing bigger, and it organised many cultural events connected with the church. The Union was very active in the 30s but it had to suspend its activity during World War II. Even though the Church of Pindstrup belonged to the parish of Randers, Masses were initially celebrated by priests from Aarhus, because they had more resources. Especially Father Lundskov was welcome, due to his knowledge of the Polish language. A great celebration was held in Pindstrup on the 6th of June 1937. In connection with Corpus Christi, a banner which the local union had acquired from Poland was blessed. On one side of the banner there is an image of the Holy Mary with baby Jesus, surrounded by the statement, "Queen of Poland, pray for us." The other side of the banner depicts the blazon of Poland, a white eagle on a red-black background, as well as the statement, "Honor your homeland." The banner was used during celebrations until the occupation, during which it was hidden by the Milic family. Currently, it can be seen in the Museum of History and Culture in Randers, where it was deposited many years ago by Felix Müller-Milic. The banner returned to Pindstrup twice. Once during the celebration of the 50th Jubilee of the blessing of St. Michael's Chapel in 1980, as well as during the 100th Jubilee of the first Poles' arrival in Denmark, which took place in 1993. The parish hall, St. Michael's House, was built in 1987 next to the St. Michael's Chapel. During the inauguration of the parish hall by Bishop Martinson, St. Michael's Chapel was renamed St. Michael's Church. The ceremony took place on the 29th of September to glorify the archangels Gabriel, Michael and Raphael. The parish hall serves as a nice place for meetings and other get-togethers. The 100th Jubilee of the first Poles' arrival in Denmark was in 1993. It was celebrated during numerous church ceremonies held by Polish-Danish associations in Copenhagen, Aalborg and Pindstrup. On the 9th of May 1993, the Cardinal of Roslav, Henrik Gubinovich, celebrated a solemn pontificate mass. Hundreds of people attended, including the faithful of Polish origin. The celebrations were also attended by dignitaries from the local council and county. Currently, the parish consists of a few Danes, Poles and Tamils. Names such as Sliva, Hastiak, Babis, Sulik, Kot, Chaya, Hess, Milic can still be found in phone books of Pindstrup and the area. Those were the names of their ancestors, who first arrived in Denmark and started at St. Michael's Chapel in Ringsø near Pindstrup on the Jutland peninsula. It was Father Herbert Krautcheck who in 1999 took the initiative to resume the pilgrimages to Pindstrup. The pilgrimage takes place on the last Saturday of August, that is the nearest to the celebration of the Mother of God from Czestochowa, which is the 26th of August. On this day, the descendants of the first Poles in Denmark, as well as other Poles, gather together to celebrate their traditions and to commemorate the ones that have passed away. Every year, a solemn Mass is celebrated by the bishop. After Mass, the pilgrims take part in a social meeting, which includes a meal and cultural performances. The meeting always ends with a blessing. The pilgrimages usually gather around 100 people.